I was meditating and perceiving the world through here, filtering the world through your heart, and expressing the world through that golden thread, and allowing that golden thread to come outward and weave its way and guide you through life. Take in the world, filter the world, and express the world. Hello, and welcome to the Vinny Brusco Show podcast. Hope you are doing well. If you're enjoying the podcast, do me a favor, subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you get it. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube. Subscribe, leave a little comment, leave a little 5-star. Wherever you're getting the show, show a little bit of love, and of course, spread the word. Tell a friend. Helps with the algorithm and all the stuff that I quite frankly don't understand, but evidently is very, very important. So thank you very much.
And here we go.
I facilitate a men's group, the Council of Dudes. You might have heard me talk about it on Instagram. I post about it quite frequently. And the importance of building community, especially for us guys who have really culturally been told to man up and not really express our emotions and our feelings, and have really kind of been emotionally, I don't want to say suppressed, but are encouraged to muster through and fight through. So 2 years ago, pre-pandemic, I started a men's group called the Council of Dudes. And it's been an amazing experience. I have to say that, each week or each month now, it changes, it grows, it evolves. New faces, new feelings, new emotions, new topics, new things coming up in individual lives. And it's so amazing to see the power of a group and a community kind of come together and powwow and help and pontificate and question and theorize and philosophize on what each and every one of us is going through. And it's the same story, it's just a different suit. It's the same person, just a different meat suit. And one of the most powerful experiences that I have is watching this unfold month after month. And this past month, it was a really amazing meeting. I left there feeling like I just had a Thanksgiving dinner. I was so filled and so fulfilled. And I was just abundant. I felt so abundant. And I came home, I even told my wife, I was like, Cal, I just feel so full. And I felt like it was a reward for a lot of things I was showing up for in my life. And I think the universe gives you these carrots or these Thanksgiving feasts to keep you going, to motivate you, to inspire you, to say, hey, you're on the right path. Keep on going. And, after thinking about it a little bit and kind of sitting in it that night, I had this overwhelming sense and this feeling that in the meeting, there was what I now would label as a golden thread. But I at that time, I wasn't able to put that term to it. I was like I was calling a ball of yarn, or like this shiny thread that was being interwoven between everybody in the group. And I really felt it coming from the center of my chest. And I felt it just flowing between everybody as we spoke, as we shared. And it was just this energetic fluidity that was just going throughout the room. And I think like a couple days later, or whatever, it was a week later, a couple days later, I was listening to Jordan Peterson on Joe Rogan's podcast.
But there's this thread, it's the golden thread that leads you out of Ariadne's maze, by the way, and that's part of the redemptive process, is by following that manifestation of spontaneous interest, truthfully, we participate in this process that revitalizes our perceptions. And that's technically true. That's what's happening. And then what's even more cool than that is that there's nothing we can experience that we would rather do than that if it's happening intensely.
He mentions Ariadne's thread, the Greek goddess of labyrinths. Her thread, her story is her lover was in a labyrinth, and she provides him with a golden thread to get him out of the labyrinth. And Jordan Peterson goes on to say that this is the road to redemption. This thread that you follow is the road to redemption. And I was thinking about that. I thought about that for a little bit. I thought about what that actually means. What is that? What does that mean in the reality that we're interfacing with, right? Because to have that feeling, and to have that feeling backed by history, to have that feeling backed by someone like Jordan Peterson, And then I go on, and I'm a chakra guy. I believe in the energetic body. Now, if you asked me at prior to this experience, what chakras, what color, and all that, maybe I had a couple of them, but I'm not passing a chakra color test, not by any stretch of the imagination, not at that time. And I went on to look up, well, what is that golden thread that I was feeling? Comes to find out that the center of your chest, the chakra in the center of your chest, is a goldish yellow. So when I kind of put all these pieces of the puzzle together, at first I was a little bit disappointed that this wasn't a new discovery. I wasn't Leif Erikson or Columbus, if you will, whatever you want to go by, discovering something new. So that's like my ego stepping like, oh, it's not even yours. You're not even original. You didn't even originally think this up. This is old as time. It's Greek mythology, older than time. And then I thought about that and how ridiculous that is, first off. But secondly, that I was able to, believe it or not, whatever, however you want to look at it, I was able to go to a place or have a feeling or realization or an energetic pull that has made its way through human history to the point where it is seen in today's culture, or after the delineation of time, after all the history, it was seen as something of redemption, something that is altruistic, something that stems from a place of love and out of guidance. And the more I thought about this energetic, it wasn't like it was flowing in the room, but it was like this pull, this energetic pull in the space. And I thought about it further and further, and I kept on like sitting and thinking about, what is that energy? Is that God? Is that source? Is it the universe? Is it just my own interpretation of a feeling? But to have those three things serendipitously, coincidentally, all kind of play out makes the experience just as real as any other experience, just as valid as any other feeling. So that pull, that draw, that source from the center of your chest is something to lean into, to use as a guide, a yellow brick road. Joe Dispenza calls it the breadcrumb trail. I've called it the Super Mario platforms. But this pull towards something that's greater than you, something that's as old as time, something that someone of the caliber of Jordan Peterson, who I consider one of the smartest people on the planet, is using as a reference, is extrapolating the feeling, the golden thread that is interwoven between all of us. It's a connectivity thread that connects all of us, that puts us on a path or trajectory towards, from Greek mythology, that's the word, redemption. It leads you out of the labyrinth. And whatever that labyrinth is to you, it is a viable source, a source that is old as time, a source that will guide people, humans, at least, whatever we label as people at this point, humans, energetic beings, conscious energetic beings in the future. It is a source that you could use to further guide you. And I have since, and I will continue to. And we forget this. We suppress this through our day-to-day lives. And then further on that, when I was meditating afterwards, the feeling of, the third eye, the two eyes, to look and one eye to see, the third eye. I was meditating and perceiving the world through here, filtering the world through your heart, and expressing the world through that golden thread, and allowing that golden thread to come outward and weave its way and guide you through life. Take in the world, filter the world, and express the world. That is it. I will check you guys out next time. Let me know your thoughts. Have you had that feeling, that golden thread? Am I losing my mind? Whatever you think, leave a comment down below. I appreciate it. Until next time, much love. Peace.